Oh, bye. Right then. I think it's all working. Let me just double check everything. Yeah, it's currently up and running, so there we are. Okay, so I've had to re-tweak the truck because mod got updated and I've downloaded a whole host of other mods. So hopefully things are working. I don't know. I haven't really tried it. I've just come straight into it and we're going to do a couple of trips, I think. We're definitely going to need to find a job somewhere, though. Hold on, let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh my god, where's it put me now? Okay, we've got a couple of short jobs to do. Forklifts. 36 tons? Oh, that's a nice short one. Might do that.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Now just gotta watch this rear end. Really? I gotta take it from in here. I'll do that. Alright, I need to recheck my position here because it's still too far down. Can't lower that any further. And that's looking level. Oh, that'll do me for now. I'm sure I'll play with the settings at some point. Maybe I'm sitting too far forward, I don't know. It's one big sucker.
Turn left. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
So what have we got? Oh,
Take the third exit.
1 hour 59 minutes. And we might change trailer.
Exit now. Keep right.
Excuse me. So it looks like the mirror field of view mod that I've got isn't affecting the camera, so I need to find the one that does, and I can't remember which one it is. Oh, it's got a bit of lean on it. Oh my god, that's a terrible horn. I need to change that. Do-do-do-do. No, don't slow down. Oh, it doesn't like pulling that, does it? Excuse me. We're glad the destination's just down the end of this road by the looks of it. Oh, there's a truck stop over there. Oh, looks like it's got rear-ended.
ready to turn left.
Oh, slow down, slow down.
Turn left.
A bit of thunder and lightning. Wow, that was bright. Hey Connor, how are you? Still quiet here, and it's actually what? It's 9:20 in the morning. I've been up since 5 o'clock. I so didn't sleep.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Oh, that's not slowing down. Stop. Stop. That's full brakes. Holy crap. I'm smashing it. I think we need a bit of engine braking and trailer brake on that one. That was really bad on the brakes. Oh great, and the police were there as well.
Go straight on.
I don't even know if this has an engine brake. I'll have to put some trailer brake in. Stop. Only like 36 tons. I don't think I want to change to anything else.
Keep
No, my
left.
neck.
Then turn left.
Right, where are we turning? By this GCB.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Right, gonna have to go around the back on this one. I so cannot see out the back. That is just ridiculous. That'll do. All right, let's have a look at Trailer Manager. What options do we have? Maybe it's not under that then. How about if we do rate? Oh yeah, we get some interesting stuff then. Holy shit, look at the payouts in those. Holy crap, do one of these jobs and you earn a fortune. Oh, look at that though. It expects you to do a 41-hour drive with it. Yeah, don't think so. 7 million. Yeah, what else have they got? 15 just for the trailer. I'm thinking try a really basic one. That'll be all the way down, can it? Right, okay, well, okay, military cargo's there as well, but that's only like 26,000. That's interesting. Massive tech parts for 13. Trying to find where things change. There we are, there. You got 186,000, and then it jumps up into the millions. Oh, well, maybe you can get something sorted. Yeah, I mean, you don't need an all-powerful PC, especially if you're only running PC, especially if you're only running one screen. But you got to start somewhere. Right, now I'm just going to decide what I'm going to do, because I don't want to do anything crazy stupid, because I've not... That's a nice short run for 361,000. Oversized cargo. I'm almost tempted just to try that. Because this thing's going to be massive. But then is there anything here? Let's have a look. Because I'll have to travel down there first, and that's a bit silly, so I'll do it from wherever I am. If one of those pops up at the destination, then I'll do it. Look at that for a payout there. That's pretty crummy. Literally nothing of value here. Trying to think, is there anything that's short that's worth doing? Jesus, huge distance. Wow. Cheaper to do that. Nothing on that one. 704, but that's doing 28. It's really going the wrong direction. Back down that way. Not bad. Heading down in the direction I'd rather go, but I've done a lot of that area. "28-hour drive across the country." Why the hell not? Yeah, we're stuck on outside view. Let's change that. And it's still raining. Lovely. I don't know why I just did that, because we're not in the garage I thought we were in. God.
Turn right.
Now we just gotta wait these damn lights. As he blocks my view. Great. We're gonna go down and pick up the goods. That's about 26 minutes away in world.
Go straight on. Keep left, then turn left. Turn left.
Turn the retarder off, I think. Take care. Bum, bum, bum. Still middle of the night.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Ooh, brake, 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 brake.
You have arrived at your destination.
cargo markets. Oh, that was too much. Right, get that loaded. Maybe 4 AM? Yeah. Getting there. I need to go inside, I can't see where I'm going.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
We got the goods. 50 hours to do the job in, 27 hours ETA currently, 1,800 miles, and we've got 922 litres on board.
Get ready to turn right.
That should give us 1,141 miles. Oh, turn right. Pay attention. Got the neighbour drilling away on something. Did I only get a 14 speed on this? I really can't remember. But it seems to be the case. Either that or I'm missing some gears. One thing I will do, because it's bugging the crap out of me. Right, I can see a bit better at that mirror now.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Trying to catch up, not doing a very good job. Just wish there was another gear somewhere, but nope, definitely not. Just double checking. Oh. One thing I was going to do, where are we? Gameplay, is it? Detours all the way down. That'll do me. I hate the detours. I don't want them.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Okie dokie. Oh, I know I should have got a cup of coffee before I started. I forgot though. What's the view like? Let's have a look. Are we there yet? Is it there yet? Yeah, just about. Oops. Oh, I've done it again. Never mind me. Morning sun breaking through the trees. That looks very nice. Nice silhouette.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Coach coming up. He's traveling a bit.
left, and then continue straight on.
At least we're in the right lane.
Go straight on.
$25 could be a long time.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Yes, go straight on. Think I got the idea.
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Oh, I don't know if we're going to be keeping left. There's a truck right next to me, so if they've got to swap lanes, I'm in trouble.
Go straight on.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Great, he's pulled in right next to me. I better go back inside so I can see where I'm going. There's a stop on the way. I think I'm going to stop so I can get a cup of coffee. Because I am desperate for a coffee.
Go straight on.
Oh, watch the car. I'm seriously starting to think I shouldn't have taken this long one. Jesus, it's taking forever. How many hours was it? 27 or less, or 25? It's only on 23 now. Can't be that long. Oh. I was resting my foot and I just realized I'm resting on the brake. Oops.
Go straight on.
God, is there anything coming up? Let's have a look at the map. Map. Where, oh where are we going? We're going along roads that we've been on before. A little bit of Nuba there. A little bit of new there. And all that's new. We've got fuel stop coming up. Okay, we can carry on going. Ow. Ouch.
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Oh, he's coming up fast.
Go straight on.
I love the way they come speeding in.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Go straight on.
Keep left, and then continue straight on. Go straight on.
Oh, there's a car, that shit.
Go straight on.
That was like a last moment thing.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Hold on, which way are we going? We are turning right. Oh, that could have been bad. Right, there'll be a fuel stop coming up shortly, and we'll be taking that so I can stop and get some more some more coffee. I may grab myself an apple as well. Doing right so far though. We're down to 21 hours 39. So we've done about 5 hours worth.
Rerouting. Go straight on.
Might as well fill up what little we've lost. Crap.
Go straight on.
That tree sticks out more than it looks, doesn't it? Or is there something behind the tree? Oh, yeah, I see. There's a branch or something that sticks out further. Right, we're going to wait there a moment, and I'm going to get a cup of coffee. I shall be back now. Right, we're back. Okay, where are we? Start her up, let's go, shall we? Well, I'll be munching on an apple, so if anybody wants to say hello, I'll have the mic muted until somebody says something. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to hear me munching away. There we are. That's the apple over and done with. Holy crap, that was a really nice apple. Get so excited over an apple, it's crazy. So down to 19 hours 54 minutes, 1,300 odd miles to go. That gives us 807 miles with the current tank. Really? Oh, sorry, I'm reading kilometers, aren't I? Duh. It's not 1,200. That's not 1,300 miles. It's 1,300 kilometers, 803 miles to travel. Yeah, we should be fine on fuel. Can't remember if I turned on the traffic mod which is supposed to give us better traffic, but it doesn't look like I have. I'm tempted to just tab out and have a look at that. Should we have a look at it? See if we can get better traffic load. I don't know how badly it's going to hit my frames though, that's the problem. Hey Ray, how you doing? This is like probably my 5th coffee this morning. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You're warm? What's the temperature where you are? I've got to admit, this morning it's not too bad. It's actually nice and cool this morning where I am, but then I'm right on the coast, so we get the sea breeze coming in. Oh, look out. He's going to be weaving, is he? No. Makes a change. Old Fisherman's Village. Oh, it must be nice and quiet then, at least. I have no clue what the temperature is here because my phone's upstairs and yeah, I'm in the middle of this lot. How are you getting on with your channel and your streaming side of things? You've made any changes? These roads are dead. Granted, I'm blocking half of it, but that's not the point. Ooh, shifter and button box, eh? Have you got anything fancy in terms of button box? New shifter. What shifter have you gone for, by the way? Kind of intrigued on that one. I wouldn't mind a new H pattern. I mean, you know, the one I've got is okay. It's, for the money, for £100, it's a great little H pattern, but just wouldn't mind something a bit more solid. you know, metal construction or something, but I don't want to go, the next level for me really is Fanatec, and I don't want to go Fanatec shifter, but there's nothing else out there. It's really annoying. Need Husenvelt to come out and make a H-pattern shifter, that's what I want. I'm surrounded, there's a bus overtaking me and I'm overtaking a truck, just barely, if the damn thing slows down. Can't believe this coach though, look at it go. I'm doing 90 kilometers and he's going past me. What's that all about? Shifter, right, what shifter? So what truck shifter are you going for? I know there's a few different ones out there now. There's a few different people making truck shifters, from what I've seen. So I'm sure you can probably pick up a similar one to what I've got now for about 80 odd. Because I'm sure I've seen one, somebody selling them for about 80 quid. Which is a great price considering I paid nearly 140 for mine. It's like, eek. Alright, this copper's just going to sit behind me. Let's just slow down a bit, let him by. Oh great, now the coach slows down and it's all going to be a mess. Yeah, the Thrustmaster shifter, by the way, it's similar. It's going to be similar feel to what I've got already, so that's why I haven't considered going to the Thrustmaster one. But, oh god. This doesn't want to move now, does it? Come on, let's go. I think once you hit the £100 price bracket to get an improvement, then it's... Well, I don't even think the Fanatec would be oh no, we're keeping left. A great big improvement. I don't know, I must admit though, I don't use the H pattern that much, so it's not a major concern. Isn't Brian Davison 3D printed one, is it? Or does he... I've seen the Brian Davison, but the early ones, I don't know, I haven't looked recently, so I'm not sure if he's done anything different to what he had before. I wanted my truck shifter to look like a real truck shifter rather than 3D printed. So unless he's changed recently, but I must admit I don't know, so it's not something where I go looking. There's a Miata. Yeah, no problem. I'll take a butcher's. Been a while since I've looked at his stuff. I've been contemplating thinking about changing the Husenvelt shifter. It's a great little shifter, but I'm thinking I might prefer a more rally style, long. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've got the room. But I've been thinking all sorts. I've been thinking about getting rid of the flight stuff off this rig, so that gives me more room to put the driving stuff where I really want it. Because where the truck shifter is up here, it's a little bit too high. I wouldn't mind moving it slightly over to the right and dropping it slightly, but I can't do that with the flight stuff still attached. But we'll see. I'm always umming and ahhing about changing or adding stuff. Wouldn't mind a new button box, but I haven't found anything I like. I thought, alright, shall I go ahead and buy something? And I've had a look. I've looked at budget, I've looked at expensive. And there hasn't been anything where I've gone, ooh, I really like the look of that. That looks
Exit right.
like it could go into a car, you know? You know, I've had a look at even the likes of Derek Spears button boxes, and you know, everybody seems to have one, but again, it's doesn't do everything that I'm looking for. Maybe I'll have to contemplate making a new one, but make it better. How are you enjoying your new wheel, by the way? Oh, I want a button box with a shed load of buttons, that's all I want. Load of buttons, a bank of buttons and switches. It's got to have at least a minimum of like 32. Oh, look out. Ah, glad you're enjoying it. It's a good little wheel, that. Which one did you get? It's not. Is it the TSPC or is it the TS? What's the other one? The X something? I can't remember now. Because I had the TSPC one. Guess we're going to go through here then, because we haven't got much choice. Did we... Shit. This isn't the car one, is it? I didn't look. Thank you. Damn thing wouldn't open up. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, it's same motor inside. Well, hopefully yours will be fine and you won't have any issues. Mine, yeah.
straight on.
Oh, mine was, I'm not quite sure what it was. All I know is mine ended up at 6 months down the line. It just started becoming noisy. I mean, it was still playable, it was still usable, it didn't feel any different. It was just the noise. And according to Thrustmaster, well, that's normal. Well, there we are. And they weren't really willing to help, so I wasn't going to risk the motor failing at some point, you know, after the warranty's out and the motor fails, then boom. But I don't think it's a common occurrence, you know. I've seen a few other people reporting the same issue, but it's the same with everything. You're always going to hear people complaining rather than people who are perfectly happy and content and don't have a problem. I don't think it's overly anything to worry about, but then, who knows? The way I see it, if it didn't go faulty, I wouldn't end up with this lot. So I blame the TSPC racer for forcing me down this route. That was the time when I thought, well, I don't want to go Fanatec, and I want to go direct drive. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go all in. That just gets you in a world of hurt. I'm sure it'll be fine. At the end of the day, it does the job very well. You know, from a driving point of view, I had no complaints with that wheel at all. Oh no, this is direct drive. This is a Simicube 1. I wasn't happy going for Fanatec at the time. Because when I bought this, there was news of Fanatec were going to release a direct drive, but with no set date. So I was like, I'm not prepared to wait. I'm not going to go for the 2.5, which is belt driven, so it was a Simicube 1. I'm kind of umming and ahhing over changing the wheel, but I don't think there's a big enough difference to jump from this to a Simicube 2. Fanatec are the best? I don't know if I'd say they're the best. Either direct drive system, I would say, is very good. I think the only difference is Fanatec is a complete ecosystem. So it's just easier to jump in, plug in, and have a selection of wheels that will all be compatible and will all work through the base. Whereas on this type of system, you can get the same end results. It's just a little bit more work in terms of setup and configuration, but that's a side of it that I'm more than happy to do. I don't find it a bother at all. It only takes 2 seconds. Oh my god, I hate these toes. These toes are rubbish. Oh no, there is no gear. I keep forgetting there's only 14 in this. I keep thinking it's a 16. Oh. There's a few things I wouldn't mind picking up, but I just don't know if I want to. Well, preferences on disposable income, let's put it that way. I mean, if you've got the spare cash and you want to have the most detail possible, then absolutely a direct drive is the way to go. But it's certainly not going to be. It's not going to be a huge. You know, it's not essential. It's not going to detract by having anything less than a direct drive. I still enjoyed the TSPC racing. It's cranky. I enjoyed using the G29 that I had. Still a lot of fun. I kind of tempted to pick up the new Logitech wheel to have it in the other room on the other PC. But the price on it is like 350 quid. I'm like, I'm not spending 350 quid on that. That's just another way, I reckon, for them to go, oh, you know what, the market's dropping off that wheel, people are pricing that wheel down. Let's rebadge it, tweak it, slap a True Force sticker on it and start charging 350 quid. No, don't think so. Kind of disappointed with Logitech. I hope they would have, when they've launched a new wheel, I was hoping that they would at least change the box it all comes in, redesign that slightly, and the motor system. They haven't redesigned the motor system from what I can tell. I still think it's the same motor system. They just added the True Force, and the True Force just sounds like it takes the, I can't remember, it takes the audio side and something else to implement more vibration. This is like they've just strapped a big speaker on the inside to it to vibrate the wheel. It just seems pointless. Saw a video of a guy using it with the True Force turned on, and the engine sound was coming through the actual base of the wheel. He said, all my speakers are turned off, what you're hearing is the actual wheel, because it sends the audio signal through to the wheel to vibrate, and it vibrates the wheel so much you could hear the engine going up and down. I was like, that's not good. Luckily, it's a feature that you can turn off, so it's not like you're stuck with it. There he goes. Still got 11 hours on this one. We're going to get to about 9 PM and then we'll park it up somewhere and get some sleep, get back to daytime and finish off the job then. And it's 6 PM in game at the moment, so we've got another couple of hours. Have you got a button box already? Have you? How many USB devices are you plumbing into ETS at the moment? Is it 5, or are you going to be using 6? I'm assuming you're using Thrustmaster pedals then, yeah? Because obviously the TSPC Racer doesn't come with pedals as standard. Although I believe there was a pack.
Go straight on.
I don't know, it's been a long time since I looked at it. Jeez, I've done it again, still looking for 16th. Look out. Give them a bit of room, I think.
Go straight on.
I might take this to a center and have a look at reconfiguring the gearing. I'm not happy with the gearing on this. We'll have to see what's available. Feels like it needs an extra gear or two. Oh, here we go. Well, that slowed down quicker than expected. At least this is all new road. This is going to add to them. I've done it again looking for 16th and it isn't there. Stick in 14th, remember. That's the coffee gone. No! Oh, what's coming up? Fuel and parking. Bit too early though. Although you could go early and just start. Yeah, it'd be too dark. Innovate. That's what I forgot to do. Need to see if there's look out. I need to see if there's an improved train for ETS like there is for ATS. I love the ATS one. They need to do a better one for ETS. Oh, I left my phone upstairs, then I can't check the camera settings because I swear the camera settings are on dark again. Yeah, because that's like pitch black and it's not that dark. I'll put it on that view for now. These two are blocking me in at the moment.
Keep left, then turn left.
I need to try and squeeze this car so I can get into the lane. He's not having any of it. He's still there.
Turn left.
Hello, Respect, how you doing? Get him practicing his Welsh, I don't know.
Go straight on.
I'm all good liking it. Having a chill day, doing a bit of trekking for a few hours, maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Haven't decided yet. What about yourself? What are you gonna get up to? Oh man, I've got indigestion or something, or heartburn, either, whatever you want to call it. Don't know why. It's probably all the coffee I've had this morning. That's all I've had. That and an apple, which I had just now. Do you believe it's real? Well, yeah, I'd like to think so. They're not going to report thousands or dead, are they, for nothing? Or hundreds of thousands, I should say. Get it remotely right. well, it'd be a hard thing to say that, you know, those people who have had people affected by it are fake. Either way, regardless of which way you think, whether you think it's true or not, you know, there's a lot of... too much is going on to say it's not real. And besides, if it wasn't, would you really want to take that risk? Don't think so. Oh shit, there's a bike in that one. We drove straight into the back of the bike. Oops. I'm thinking of stopping here. It's a bit early, but... Stop the engine. And that means we're going to start early in the morning with 8 hours remaining. Ooh, before we go any further though. Profile. I want to check something. Supposedly it is on super traffic. Take that one off. It's high on. Hey Jasper, how you doing? Oh god, now he's gonna start the season. Conspiracy theorist. Look out. Wow, this is taking a while to load in. I don't know if this mod is going to work. I don't think it is working, to be honest, because I'm using the Jazzy Cat's AI mod anyway, so... No, can't stop. Maybe I've got to do that console command as well, but I don't want to do the console command yet. I just want to see what happens first.
Go straight on. Go straight on.
Oh, look out, you two are on another level. It's beyond me. I don't even watch half that stuff, so I wouldn't know. Boy races around you. Look at the brake marks on the road there. It's terrible.
Go straight on.
Nope, he's putting his foot down. Yeah, whatever. Speeding offences. Ugh. Maybe I'll turn that off. I don't know. I'm waiting to see if Jasper comes back to a reply with that one. Holy crap! Flipping biker! What the shit? Holy crap! This is a sort of death wish. Pulls out on a track. Oh my god. How I did not kill that biker then. Well, granted, there's a lot of the time bikers just seem to have a death wish.
Get ready to turn left.
They seem to think everybody else should be be on the lookout for a bike, but a lot of the time it's the biker who puts himself in the position and doesn't think he should be taking care, shall we say. Trying to think of the correct words. Not all bikers are like it, but a lot are. Just because you're allowed to do something on the road doesn't mean you should do it at that particular moment and put yourself in a position that's 10 times worse.
Go straight on.
It's the same with push bikes. The number of times, you know, you'll get the people who ride their bikes on the road, and if they see a driver doing something wrong, they're all like, oh, don't you know the rules of the road? But all too often, I see people on push bikes, cycling, on the road. Red light comes up. Do they stop? No. They go straight through the fucking thing. Pardon my French, but it really pisses me off. You know, cars, trucks, vans, you name it, they all stop. Bikes don't? Nah, I'll just go straight through. Doesn't matter what else is coming. Oh, I've nearly done that. I was cycling down a hill once, and let's just say I was going really freaking fast. Came to a corner, I couldn't take the corner. And the bike was just sliding out further, so I ended up going into oncoming traffic with a guy in a car, and I remember his face very well. And yeah, let's just say I had to take avoiding action and go round the outside of his car, between the car and the railing, which was then, if I hit the railing, I would have been down a bank. That was a wake-up call, because that was like, holy shit. The things you do when you're a kid, you know? That was my my close, very close call. Head on into a car. That would have been good. Yeah, well, I was on a mountain bike at the time. We'd just come off a mountain path and we were coming down just a twisty road which led down to the beach. And it's usually a quiet road, so obviously I was taking a few liberties with speed. Let's just say, yeah, the speed got too much and I just couldn't control the bike round a certain corner. Yeah. It was just pure luck, to be honest. If I made the gap, if I didn't make the gap, it would have been either down the hill. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong gear. It would have been down the bank, or it would have been into the car. That was years ago. God, blimmin' heck. That's going back some. But yeah, it's one of those memories that, yeah, I remember vividly. Oh, it's definitely not flat round here, that's for sure.
Go straight on.
Oh, don't slow down that much, you bugger. Lost all my speed. That coach was going to give it a go then. No, you don't. The 5 hours remaining, 8:18 AM in the game, and we've got 653 litres on board, 334 kilometres, which translates to 206 miles. That's what I was going to do. I was going to change the info system, wasn't I? I was going to change this thing here. Put the info bar back up. I haven't run that for ages. It's certainly adding in more traffic. Uh-oh. Wait. Jesus. What is that? Couldn't quite see. No, we're not going that way because they're all turning. We're going straight on. Need to get around this truck if I can. But he's motoring as well. It's an 80 limit.
Keep left.
Hello, the Supreme. How you doing?
Keep left. Go straight on.
How did I get the game? This game was bought through Steam. So I purchased this game many moons ago on my Steam account. But I've also purchased upgrades for the game through CD Keys, who usually sell it discounted.
Keep right.
Well, if you're a PC gamer, jump onto Steam or go to CD Keys and purchase the game. You usually find it on CD Keys for around £3. So depending on where you're from, you should find it discounted. If not, you can always wait until it is discounted. It usually is discounted every month or every other month, so...
Keep left.
Okay, put the limiter back on. We're nearly there. 3 hours 16 remaining. 223 kilometers. Hello there, Hellboy. How you doing? That's quite a view. Sitting on top of the roof then. I wish I could capture more of the screens left and right for you, but it just looks too narrow for you to watch. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. And yourself? Yeah, well, that's you and me both, Japs, but don't worry about that. Can't say I know anything about them, but they do look very nice in the game. Ah, from Russia, welcome.
Keep left.
Don't know why he's slowing down, but he did. We'll go around him. I sound like an American. No. I'm definitely British, I can assure you of that. Maybe it's my Welsh Texas twang, I don't know. Nah, I'm definitely British. Never been called, or never been told before that I sound American though. That's a new one. Two hours remaining. We're getting there. Now we're turning off to the right.
And then exit right.
So is this guy. No, he's just going to brake check me, isn't he?
Exit right.
Oh, not quick enough. He should have been quicker on the brakes. What version of the game are you running? Are you running the 1.38? Because I don't think multiplayer has been updated to 1.38 yet, has it? If so, you'll have to go into your Steam settings and roll back to the 1.37 and use 1.37 if you want to use multiplayer. That's one of the reasons why I don't like using multiplayer. It's having to roll back just to be able to use multiplayer. Eh. I think we got a problem with the traffic. It likes to stop. I've got 1.28 installed. I'm not quite sure how it works with older versions of the game.
Get ready to turn left.
I know that the last time I looked at multiplayer, which is probably a couple of weeks ago, it was supporting
Turn left.
1.37. The current version of ETS is 1.38. So if you're on the newer version, you certainly wouldn't be able to run it. But I don't know how it works with older versions. It turns out you're British. Well, it does indeed. Break. I'm assuming you can do multiplayer in VR, or I've never actually tried Or have I? It's been such a long time since I've done multiplayer, I can't actually remember, to be honest. If you could sit next to the driver. And why would you want to do that? You're going to take the GPS out and be the navigator, are you? You'd be like, no, turn left!
Get ready to turn left.
Well, I'd like to think you come to the right channel to help you learn some English, but no, I can tell you now that it's probably not a good idea. Not from me, anyway. I thought it'd be more fun, though, if you were driving your own truck, Jasper. Wouldn't that be the whole point? Maybe they should make it so you can actually get out of your truck and get into somebody else's truck and steal it. And then they can have a trucker's version of GTA. Oh, you off, Hellboy? You'll take care if you are.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Well, technically, Jasper, you could do that now. I could just put... Oh, you bugger. Oh, my God! Jesus, how did I stop on time? That was slam on the anchors, that was. Holy crap. That's twice. This AI is lethal today. I'm on some kind of avoidance training mission. Well, isn't it usually the case that Rockstar always do, like, GTA, then they'll end up doing Red Dead Redemption, and then not long after that they'll end up announcing GTA. So I suspect towards the end of this year, or beginning of next year, we'll hear more about the next GTA game.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Because that's usually the case from what I remember. We all know it's in development.
Turn left.
And who's to say that the next GTA won't be VR enabled? Out of the box. Don't know how they'll implement that or do a control system for it, but... I don't know if I would want to play a GTA game in VR. You know, I've seen people do GTA now and hack it so they can get VR to work in it, but I don't know. Just imagine all the control crap they'd have to deal with. Do you do it so you've got like a VR steering wheel and you use the controls to steer with the handheld controllers, or, you know, you've got to get over a lot. Especially if you implement driving, flying, cycling, motorbikes. trucks.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
I mean, the only way I can think they could do something like that is you'd have to take a page out of No Man's Sky in terms of controls, but even then it's...
Go straight on.
Then you've got the different weapons that you'd have to have controls for. Fighting. I mean, it would be interesting. I suppose you could always have a classic control system and a VR control system, but I don't know. I do wish that more games supported VR out of the box, regardless of whether you use it or not, whether you do 2D VR, but... we can all dream, I suppose. Right, where the hell am I parking this? I can't even see. Around the back, is it? No. Or is it in this building? Oh no, is it down the side of the building? It's down the side. That's where it's going. Right, let's reverse this out. Turn it round and then reverse it into that area. I think that's the plan. Let's go to that view for this one. Right, where are we? Oh, that's a little bit too tight. Hey, I haven't straightened that out enough. No, can't see in that view. That's rubbish. Oh, hit the wrong button. Nice little payout. I like it. Jesus. Don't know if I want to do that. That's not bad though. 9 grand, you get paid 89 per mile. And it's literally 2 hours, 38 minutes. Almost tempting to do. I decide as to when people become mods. Usually I prefer to get to know someone first before they become a mod. Over a longer period of time. It's only fair at the end of the day. Can't have just anybody waltzing in and being a mod. That would be a bit crazy. That's 62. I think I'll do that short one. Well, you need to be more active. By all means, thanks very much for watching. But I don't just add by people asking. It's you've got to get to know people. Just noticed there now, there's a little error with the tires there on that texture. They kind of blend in. I do indeed. It's just not on the screen at the moment. And besides, if you watch me for the last month, you'd see that I played with a wheel, so, That one. It's a Simicube one. I don't even know if this is the way out. No, it's not. It's going the wrong direction. It's down with there, isn't it? I have a shed loads of mods on. Wait, we're talking about the game mods, right? Right. Hold on a minute. Let me go inside because I can't see the gate. Right. Where do we get out of this place? Right, it is over there somewhere. Maybe that was it and I just couldn't see because it didn't show on the camera. Ah, it's through there, that's why. Right, I've wasted half the time now just trying to get out of this joint. Wow, look at it go to the left. Why I play with 3 monitors? Because it lets me see more and I can look left and I can look right without having to move the mouse around to do the same thing, you know?
Go straight on.
And other games that are racing games that I play, I use 3 monitors on, so why not play this game? Why not take advantage of them?
Turn left.
You certainly don't have to, but, you know, if you want to, you can. You can play with 4 monitors if you want. You can have 1 in front, 2 to the sides, and 1 below, giving you all your dash and dials. Oh crap, you're not stopping, are you? Please stop. I wouldn't say it's better per se, it's a different experience.
Turn right.
And it's not just the same though, because I have to use a mouse to look. If I had a head tracker, I still have to move my head to get the screen to move. Whereas the way this is, I can see 90 degrees to my left, I can see 90 degrees to my right. I can look left and right naturally and see everything. So if I don't know, I'd have to move the camera and I can't. Obviously what you see is a limited view. You're not seeing all that I can see because it stops obviously at the edge here, but I can see more than what's on the screen for you. The monitors, these monitors were about £700 each. They're not that much now. You could probably pick them up for about 300 mark.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
There's a lot of people out there who use triple monitors for games. Oh, a real truck's going to cost a little bit more. I mean, a second-hand truck's going to cost you, I don't know, probably about 20 grand plus. And then you got to fill it up, then you got to insure it, then you got to repair it when it goes faulty. And you're only driving one particular truck. With this kind of thing, I can drive trucks, cars, fly planes, all sorts. Which game for 3 monitors? Well, Euro Truck's very good because it supports 3 monitors very well. But there's a Assetto Corsa Competizione that does 3 monitors great. Assetto Corsa, Project Cars 2, Project Cars 3. Most driving games support triple monitors quite well. Not all of them. Things like Dirt Rally doesn't, F1 2019 and 2020 don't. There's X-Plane 11 supports triple screens. Again, can be a bit finicky. Yeah, I've used VR in this. This game supports VR. It's just a bit awkward to set up now and again. There's a lot of traffic down this road. I'm gonna have to try barging my way in. Thank you very much. He stopped. Well, not right now, because I'm playing with monitors right now. But I did a test stream probably in the last week, which uses VR. I was doing an ATS test stream on a different PC, just to see how it was running in VR. It did quite well, to be honest. I was quite surprised. It's a tricky one. VR is more immersive, but then it can break immersion when you need to hit a particular button and you can't find that button because you can't see the panel. So it's kind of awkward.
Turn left.
I prefer triple screen at the moment because of the higher resolution. But that may change, you know, as panels in VR become higher resolution and graphics cards get better. And over time, you'll see VR getting much, much better. I mean, if I could have VR looking like this on my face, then I would probably use VR. But at the moment, I'm running the original Vive headset, which is a much lower resolution. Oof. if I was going to go for a motion rig, I had to think then, it would probably be something like a D-box system. Oh, that was a big jerk then. That wasn't good. But we're talking a lot of money. You're talking, what, 6 grand, if not more? I don't like the one that just moves the seat, because for me it doesn't seem right. I would prefer the rig itself to move up and down and pivot. Yeah, the Rift S is okay, but for me it just wasn't a big enough jump in resolution, which is one of the reasons why I sent it back. Oh, I don't think about it because I don't have 6 grand to spend on a motion rig right now. You know, if I get 6 grand spare, I've got other things that need to be purchased around the home. Yeah, if I was made of money, I'd love it, but yeah, I know it's, you know, you've got to have disposable income, and I just don't have 6 grand disposable income at the moment.
Go straight on and then turn right.
Well, exactly. I've got a car, and that needs things doing to it, so...
Turn right.
But again, that kind of argument is null and void. You know, those people who say, well, you know, if you're going to spend, say, well, you know, if you were to add up the cost of my PC, the screens, the motor, all the little extras I've got, I've probably spent a good 10 grand. And you could argue, well, why not buy a car for 10 grand? But that only gets you the car. You've still got to put petrol in it, day in, day out. You've still got to pay for insurance. You've still got to pay for wear and tear. And you've still only got that one car. This is a simulator which will let me simulate multiple cars, drive on many different roads, will allow me to crash a car millions of times, and I'll still be okay. It's not going to cost me any extra other than paying for the electricity bill to run it. And the broadband bill, if I want to play online. You know, so, you know, it's all very well saying, well, why not buy a car from it? But that only allows you to do one thing. You know, if I was to race that car and crash that car, it's going to cost me way more in the long run.
Ready to turn left.
Well, no, I mean, at the end of the day, this is just a hobby, isn't it? Everybody has hobbies.
Turn left.
If I drove like I do in the game, in the real world, I'd be dead years ago. I'd have crashed so many times. I've heard many people using that argument, you know,
Keep right.
Why not buy a truck, why not buy a car, but you can only have that one car. You know, if I had the disposable income behind me to buy a racing car and go racing with it,
Turn right.
I'd be doing that for sure. But that's a lot of money. It's not just about buying a car and taking it racing. There's a lot of money involved in that. And you don't have to spend, you know, the amount I have to do the similar thing. You can spend a lot less. You know? Do you have to have a £1,000 wheel? No, you don't. You can spend £200. Do you have to spend £1,000 on monitors? No, you could spend £400. If you can choose one game, which would you choose? I don't know. Right now, if I was to choose one game to play, probably Assetto Corsa Competizione, because I like the racing GT3 cars. I haven't played it for a while because, well, I've been trying to get back into trucking a little bit. But I know that Flight Simulator 2020 is going to be coming out soon, so I'll be giving that a go. So that will probably take over for a couple of weeks. You know, swings and roundabouts, and then I'll probably get tired of that, and I'll want to do something different, so I may go back into Assetto Corsa, and then I'll get tired of that, so then I'll probably want to get back into doing a bit of rally, because I miss rally driving every so often, you know. I'll just take my fancy and put myself into that particular game, you know.
Turn left.
Whoop. So not paying attention then. I don't know if FS 2020 supports triples. And I don't think it would run very well on triples. I mean, most people are saying now that even when they're running it, you're getting about 60 frames, 70 frames tops. And that's on one screen. Who cares about going to triple screen? But if I was... When 2020 comes out, I'll be playing it on my other PC, which is a single screen anyway. Oh, wow. That just wrenched the wheel over to the left. Look at that. Uneven road. The good news is it will be supporting VR, so I might get into that. Take care. Have a good one.
You have arrived at your destination.
You know, if they turned around and said, yeah, you know what, we're going to support triple screens and you'll be able to play at, say, 40, 50 frames, I'd certainly give it a go, but I don't think it would be remotely close to supporting triple screens at any decent level at the moment. I'm hopeful that it will in the future, because if they're going to do VR, I'd like to think they'll be able to do a triple screen setup for it as well. I mean, it would be silly if they didn't. There's a lot of people who do flight sims who have crazy ass setups. You know, and flight sims are probably some of the more expensive setups out there. You know, people who have simulated full, you know, 737 cockpits and God knows what, you know. And they're using maybe 3 screens minimum, maybe 4 or 5. I'm guessing there'll be plenty that they'll be implementing in the future. I just don't expect to see it there all at once. But don't quote me on it. I don't know anything about what it can and can't do the game. Maybe it will, and I just don't know about it. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest. How is it going to run in VR? We don't know, do we? But it's supposed to be supporting the G2 headset, isn't it? On launch. Well, I don't know if it's on launch, but certainly at the very beginning when they patch the game, and I don't know whether the patch is available yet, so we don't know, but we all know it's a high-resolution headset. So you're going to need a decent PC, and I'm guessing you're going to need something like a 2080 Ti. Guess we'll find out. I plan to find out. And I'm pretty sure someone will patch the game to make it run with other headsets as well. Oh, we ended up being late. How late is the question, though? I wonder if the traffic slowed us down. 28 minutes late. Wow, shit. $87. Actually, let's have a look. What have they got in this area? Let's go to that one. Transport a helicopter. Hello, the Equalizer. Yeah, I did see it. Don't think it's for me, to be honest. It still would be awkward. Got to remember that you've got to then place that over your rig when you want to get in. It's not something you would leave in place, whereas mine is attached directly to the rig and I can move it into position as and when. And it's only 2 pieces of metal and 2 brackets rather than having this thing. I don't know. It was. I like the idea of it for those people who don't have flight and don't want to add to their rig. But to be as a standalone, you could use it as a standalone setup. So you could use it as for a second PC setup, and you just wanted to have it mounted under a desk. But I still don't think it was a perfect solution. And to be honest, I don't think you will get a perfect solution to be able to do driving and flying. You've got to make sacrifices somewhere to be able to do a driving and flying rig. Because it's a lot of equipment to mount to one particular unit. Oh yeah, the material uses standard materials for the most part. The only thing that was bespoke on it was the mounting brackets. And let's face it, you could probably buy 2 pieces of metal plate, drill the holes for your particular setup. So it wouldn't be expensive, I would have thought. I mean, I don't know what the price was for it. Do you know what the price was? Because I didn't catch the price. And even then, I think he ended up modifying it, the mounting, so it fitted his rig a particular way. So it's, I don't know. It was okay. The mounting plates were interesting for mounting the flight sticks too. I don't want to do the, what do I want to do that one? No, I think I'll go back. Let's have a look. What are the cargo market we were doing? Can't travel there though. Well, I could, but I might do that one. What? 254? You kidding me? No, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. Not for 254. I didn't realize it was that expensive. You serious? 254 quid? There's no way I would spend 254 quid on that. Not worth it at all. Take care, Connor. Have a good one. I'd have to look at it again, but the 8080 is going to give you maybe better stability. But I don't know whether it needs to be 8080. I mean, 4040 certainly. I mean, when you think about it, my monitor stand uses 4040 for the feet. The rest of it then is 8080. But I've seen people make the same monitor stand with 4040, but because I'm using, I wouldn't say bigger monitors, but because they're ultra wides, they're probably going to be heavier. I went with 8080 just to make sure there was less flex from the arm itself. Because there is a little bit of give with 4040. It's not perfect, but it's very small. And obviously the longer the piece, the more flex you're likely to get from it. Oh, don't give me the link now. Hold on. Let me tab out so I can have a look. So the pedal expansion is 138 quid, which you could really make that. That's 40/40 profile. And oh yeah, sorry, 80/81 leg, isn't it? Yeah. And then you got they've used it so they can It's so they can give a stronger mounting for the left arm. So what you've got then, they've made it so you've got an 80/80. I understand what you're saying now. I'm thinking, sorry, I've got it wrong because I was thinking 80/40, not 80/80. So my monitor stand is 80/40. The 80/80, which is a square piece, sorry, they've used that to make sure you've got a solid mount for the 80/40 profile. If you see the 80/40 mounted to the 80/80, that gives you flexibility then to slide that arm forward and backwards. Whereas the one on the right then is a fixed mount, but that allows you to slide that along the 80/40 profile. So you don't get forward and backwards on that one, but you do get left and right. Whereas that one you could mount forward and backwards. I don't see why you would need to, because you could put the adjustability on the plate above. But you probably could make your own, assuming then, I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to think. Well, yeah, I mean, if you bought that, they're expecting to spend 254 euros and then another 138 for the footplate. How they can charge 138 for that? Because that probably wouldn't cost you more than 60 quid to purchase your own. Because what have they got? I'm just zooming in there. They're using that's 40/40 profile, so it's 3 pieces of 40/40, and they've got a custom piece of metal going across. There's nothing stopping you using 2 pieces of 40/40 profile on the cross, or making your own pieces of metal to do the same job. And I can probably guarantee you that if you used 40/40 all the way around and those 2 pieces for mounting, you're probably looking at about 60 quid to buy the metal. You could buy corner brackets instead of those flush brackets that they're using. You can buy them on eBay for about £10 for 10. And the bolts wouldn't cost that much. You're probably looking at about, I don't know, a couple of quid for the bolts. So yeah, you're probably looking at least half the price for the footrest alone. I don't know, there might be a way of doing it without the 80/80 profile, but I have to play around with ideas, to be honest. I think this is the same company that did the desk clamp as well, isn't it? I wonder if they still do it. Yeah, they do the table mount, don't they? How much do they charge for that? I remember seeing that years ago. £89 for the desk mount. I mean, for those people who are going to be playing at a desk, you may be better off going for them. Certainly is cheaper. Joystick pitch adapter. That's just looks like a 3D printed bracket. Meh, I don't know. You know, for those people who need a particular thing and they don't want to go around making their own or designing their own, then it's going to be perfect for them. So absolutely, you know. But I don't think it would be for me. I'd probably go custom. Right, let's have a look at this, shall we? I'm guessing we're going to go that one, but We might be late getting there. No, it's not at this. How far away is it? We don't know because it's not updated on my thing. Or maybe it is here and we just... Oop, shit. We're caught on the back. Oh, I see. There's a little step. Oh no, there's a little bricks or something. Right, okay. Gotta go further forward before we actually start turning. I guess it depends on what kind of flight equipment you want to mount. And if you want flexibility to be able to adjust the equipment. I mean, like mine now, I've got flight sticks. I got the throttle to the left, flight stick to the right. Flight stick to the right isn't perfect, especially if I want to do helicopter. Ideally, I would prefer to have the helicopter stick in between my legs, but like he says, you know, if you then have a stick that's mounted in the middle, getting in and out is going to be a pain. And it's going to be a pain regardless. So having something you can put in place, but again, it's still going to have to be put in place before you do anything. You're still going to be a pain getting in and out. I don't know. Right, where's this blimmin' thing? Let's have a look. Let's do outside view. Oh, getting gear. Right, there we are. That's what I was after. That's a big sucker.
ready to turn right. Turn right.
This looks like it could be an awkward right turn, considering. That's a terrible bike noise. They need to change that one. Oh, he's going to overtake, and there's a coach coming up. The AI in this one is lethal. So what did you think of the flight stand? Is that something that attracts you? Are you thinking about getting into flight, or that's if equalizer is still your? I don't know.
Exit now. Go straight on.
Yeah, I guess it depends what you're going to use it for, what flight equipment, you know? Well, I mean, the good thing is at least you can use it as a standalone unit, or you could use it as, you know, adding to an existing rig. Just by raising the height and what have you of the center bar, but
exit now.
I don't know if it would fit my rig anyway, because my rig is wider than a standard SimLabs PX model, so I'd have to just check the measurements to see if it would actually fit mine if I decided to go down that route. But if it didn't, I'd have to go custom anyway. Caravans looking at overtaking a truck. How nuts are you? Oh, that was the wrong gear, wasn't it? He's done it again. He's cut up the truck. Oh. If we can find a rest stop. Oh no, we can't really. 6 hours ETA and it's 7 hours available. So yeah, we can't do a rest. We have to drive through the night. An 8080 profile is quite expensive. I'd have to price up the individual parts that you can purchase yourself, just to see what kind of price and is it really good value. It's hard to tell because I've never purchased 8080, but I would imagine 8080
at the roundabout, take the first exit.
Is going to be significantly more expensive than 8040.
Exit now.
Because I know 100 and, is it 160/40? That's quite a jump up over 80/40.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Oh, hiccups. Oh.
Exit now.
I have 2 Thrustmaster joysticks. I need to get a throttle. I know you can get by with a throttle and joystick. Well, it depends. I mean, you can use joysticks to fly planes. So really, you could get by with just a throttle and a joystick. And you could use the joystick to fly planes as well. The question is, if you were to add a throttle, what would you go for? Would you go for something like the T-Flight throttle that you can get? No, not the T-Flight, the T-16,000, is it? Which would probably be one of the cheaper throttles to get. Or would you want to go for an aviation type throttle? So then you're looking at maybe the new Thrustmaster throttle, which is about £89, I think it is. The Thrustmaster Airbus throttle. I'm kind of intrigued by that. At the prices, it seems like a good little buy. Otherwise, then you're jumping up to something like the Honeycomb throttle, but then you're looking at 200 odd pounds, you know? You may be better off looking at the T-16,000 throttle. I think you can pick them up for like 60, 80 quid. It's hard with flight because there's different aircrafts use different control methods. You know, if you're gonna be jumping, I mean, if you said, you know what, I want to fly Cessna only, then you're probably better off getting yourself a yoke. But if you said, you know, I want to do Cessna, I want to fly jumbo jets, I want to fly helicopters, I want to do space sims, you may be better off just going for a basic yoke. You may be better off going for a HOTA system, you know, get yourself a throttle and a joystick. Because you can still fly any aircraft using that kind of setup. And it will give you more flexibility. It's kind of weird because, I mean, on my other PC that I'm using when I've got flight stuff there, I've got the Honeycomb yoke, but I've still got the T-Flight system plugged in, so I use the throttle from the T-Flight at the moment because I don't have any other throttle on that PC, but I still have the T-Flight joystick plugged in, so I can always go to the joystick if I wanted to, so I can swap over to that when using, say, a helicopter. And because it's all mounted at a desk, it's all just spread about on the desk itself, and it's okay. It's a little bit high, but 4 hours, 35 minutes for this. In the middle of the damn night. This is supposed to be midnight.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
It doesn't look like it, does it?
Exit now.
I guess you need to sit down and decide what you're going to be playing. Is it just going to be flight sims and helicopters? Is it going to be flight sims and any aircraft? Or is it going to be anything to do with flying? So, you know, are we talking flight sims, space sims? Are we talking Elite Dangerous? Or what's the other one? Star Citizen? Do you want to get into any type? You know, do you want to be doing... What's the other one I mentioned? I'm trying to remember, my mind's gone blank. Oh, what's the other game? Whatever. Any flying game. Got to nail down what you want to be able to do first, and then you got to decide what's going to be the best for you to achieve that. Because if you were, say, you wanted to have a flight yoke and a throttle, and you went for the dedicated design, so something like, I don't know, let's say you chose the honeycomb setup, so a honeycomb yoke with a honeycomb throttle, which isn't available yet. Let's say you had that. You know, it's not really going to suit flying a helicopter, is it? So, would I use that kind of setup for flying in Elite Dangerous? Probably not. It would be rather weird. Not actually tried that. I might actually give that a go just to see what it's like. Oh, we're going to be late. We're stuck behind all this traffic. And we're not getting around that one. I've bought stuff from box.co.uk before, they're pretty good. But I would look at all websites, you know, do a Google search and click shopping. Box, they're good on some stuff, not all of it. Check Amazon, sometimes Amazon is pretty much the same. I prefer the refund with Amazon. It's a lot easier to just, you know, if you get a problem, Amazon are fairly swift at dealing with stuff.
Ready to turn left. Turn left.
Oh, that was a bit sharp turning. Oh, didn't like that. Oh. It's twice I've turned left and it's gone jerky like that. I wonder what that is. Yeah, but you got to remember that the honeycomb throttle isn't even out yet. It's not out until end of September, I think, or October. And it's quite expensive. You're looking at £200, which is why I was quite like the look of the Thrustmaster Airbus throttle, because it's like 89 quid. But the honeycomb is going to be more flexible because it's going to give you the option to swap the levers out to Airbus or have the more smaller levers like a light aircraft. Plus it's got a bank of switches on there as well. You've got a nice trim wheel on it and on there as well, so it gives you more options, but it is more expensive. You can use any brand. You can mix and match. Remember, I'm using a honeycomb yoke with a T-Flight throttle. It's how you map it. So as long as it's a separate USB input, which it will be, you can plug it in and map it to your game. It doesn't matter. The only limitation then will be that down to the game. If the game only supports, say, 3 USB inputs, then that's going to be your limiting factor. But I don't know of any flight game that limits the number of USB inputs, because let's face it, there's so much flight gear out there. Surely they wouldn't want to limit your USB input mapping, otherwise that would be killing the game. So at the moment on the PC I've got upstairs, I'm using Cytec flight pedals with T-Flight joystick, but I'm using just the throttle side of it only, with a honeycomb yoke. So that's 3 separate manufacturers for flying at the moment. That will probably change when I'm still umming and ahhing, but I'm looking at either the honeycomb throttle or I'm looking at the Thrustmaster throttle. Haven't decided yet whether I want to spend 80 quid or do I want to spend 200 and whatever it is quid for the honeycomb. It would be a bit of a mishmash as well to look at, but hey, it's not about the looks, it's just the functionality for me. Yeah, you can mix and match to your heart's content. I wouldn't worry about that. It's a bit like sim, driving. I've got so many different manufacturers here. I've got a Simicube wheel with...
Take the first exit.
I can't remember what the button box is that I'm using on the wheel. Yes, I'm using Huizenveld pedals, but it's in a Huizenveld sequential shifter, but I'm using an SHH H pattern shifter. Full mix and match, it's exactly the same.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
Excuse me. If I were you, I'd look at something, if you just want to throw something cheap in at the moment to get you going, I would probably go with the T16000 throttle. I think they're about 69 quid or something. It's cheap and cheerful, USB, plug it in, it'll be mapped then, and you'll have rudder control on the back of it as well. Why are you stopped by that? Come on, bus, move. Oh, he's moving.
Exit now.
You're working now, so you're rolling in it. I'm not rolling in it, I wish I was. I got my car going into an MOT next month. I know it's gonna, not next month, next week actually. I know it's gonna fail that because I know it needs bushes doing on the underside. But God knows how much they're gonna charge me to replace the bushes.
Go straight on.
Mr. Police Officer stopped. So that's gonna be, next week is gonna be maybe expensive.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now.
It's things like that, I only bought the flight pedals because I got them on the cheap. They were I think they were retailing for about £108, and I got £5 knocked off, so I thought, well, I'll have that then. For 100 odd quid, I can't argue. And I gotta sit down and think, I don't do flight loads. I mean, driving is my main, so
Ready to turn right.
there's no point in me going really expensive, which is one of the reasons why I'm looking at other options for the throttle, because it's like, well, you know, I was happy spending £200 on the yoke because I wanted a good quality yoke. But for throttle, do I need to spend the same amount, if not more, on a throttle for something that I'm not going to use as much? I don't know. Guess I'll wait and see how involved I'll get in FS 2020 first. And if I tend to be playing that more than I thought, then maybe I'll invest in a better quality throttle.
Go straight on. Turn
Yeah.
right.
That's always a bugbear as well. There's a couple of things I fancy buying, and every time I think about it, it's like, no. Because I know they'll probably be discounted at Black Friday, so it's like, no, I'll just hold off. Because, number one, they're not essential. I don't have to have them, but if I'm going to buy them, why buy at full price when I know I can buy it at a discounted price?